4 armies march to the battlefield, but only one will be left standing. But who will it be? Could it be Dole Am Roth, commanded by Ask the Dwarf, relying heavily on his heavy infantry? Or possibly, it could be Arnor, commanded by Skillful Fighter 67, also relying heavily on the skill of his heavy infantry. Or maybe, possibly, it could be Dale, the great lake people of Lake Town, commanded by the Dalian, who will also rely heavily on the great infantry and, of course, his powerful archers. Or possibly, it could be Harad, the hometown faction that will rely on home field advantage, and of course, the great Golden Army, commanded by Swaggity Boss 1. Welcome, guys, to another cinematic, another epic, another tactical battle of Third Age Total War Reforged. Alright guys, what's up? It's Apollo here, and yes, welcome to another online battle of Third Age Total War Reforged. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. So real quick, we're in slow motion mode here. I just want to look at some of the armies and just look at them in detail, see where they are placed on the battlefield, and just look at the terrain advantage they have. So yeah, really cool stuff. Let's look at Dole Am Roth first. So like I said, they're relying heavily on the heavy infantry. They've got halberdiers, they have dismounted swan knights, some talon knights. So they're going for a very small but very deadly force of excellent infantry, even some Dole Am Roth men at arms. And let us not forget about the nasty Cav here. He's got some white knights and some swan knights mixed in with the Dor and Daryl lancers. So yeah, very deadly force indeed. Let's go ahead and move on to the Kingdom of Arnor, which again is commanded by Skillful Fighter. He does have archers. He's got a good amount, probably about 4 archers, but he also has a good amount of infantry as well. It's a pretty balanced army. Honestly, I shouldn't say balanced because they don't have a ton of cav. So they're going to rely heavily on their infantry-based units like the archers and like pikes and infantry, or the sworded infantry. Now moving on to Dale. Dale has a very defensive position, but his backs are to the wall, which could be a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing. It could really, you know, take away any like maneuvering abilities. But yeah, he's got great infantry. I think he also has archers. He does. He's got the Dalian marksmen back here. He's got some paladins, which are really good. Up here, he's got some Dale Dragon Slayers. Excellent unit with their ridiculously sized bows. And then back here, he's got some Barding Herd, which is a really good unit of holding the line. And then way back here, we've got some Avari Elder Archers who are just kind of watching over the battlefield. Very cool shot right there. And then, of course, finally, we have Rune. And Rune, I mean, Rune's just a solid faction. They've got great units here and there. They've got Cav kind of waiting on the, you know, the bottom of this little... What is this? I mean, this is kind of like a canyon here. So the bottom of the canyon, little pass here. But yeah, he's got this nice defensive hill. But so far, it looks like Dole Am Roth is going to start this battle off. He's the only one that's not being defensive. So right there, I just want to give him some points for just being an aggressive player. That's really just a rare trait that you just don't see too often in Total War. It's something that I like to do, as maybe that's why I'm just biased, because I like to be aggressive as well. You know, oftentimes I lose because of it, but yeah, it's great to see it on the battlefield is basically what I'm saying. Also, I love how the banner carriers are just like, oh, we're taking our time. We're not going to march with you guys. Look at them. They're all just behind the infantry. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, they're gonna catch up. Don't worry. And now Arnor, he sent up some Arnor knights. I guess he was just kind of scouting ahead. Maybe he was trying to get a lucky charge off. Maybe he was going to try to charge the Dole Am Roth men at arms. But the one thing I do know is that Dole Am Roth needs to get going. He cannot take his time because the archers are going to be able, and sure enough, they're already firing here. They're going to be able to soften up his infantry as they advance. Oh, yep, there we go. So they're already taking casualties. And again, I did not see any archers for Dole Am Roth. So this is a complete rush build here that he's relying on. He does have some throwaway units like the Merchant Militia, but he's not exactly using them as a throwaway unit. You know, he's not using them as if they were cannon fodder. They're not in loose formation, nothing like that. That's what I would have done. And really good charge here. Look at this. We missed it here, but I did not expect it. He used his Lancers to go around, and Arnor just kind of sitting here with his infantry as his archers are getting brutally just murdered right now. So very poor responsive time from Arnor. He definitely needs to quickly get his infantry up there and retreat his archers for sure. More of his cap. This might be why. He might be doing a little cat and mouse game over here, but that's just good. Just micro by Dole Am Roth as he continues to cut down these Dunedain Rangers. More cav running around this way, and I think Dole Am Roth, he wants a taste of a taste of a little of everyone. That's what I was going for, but words are hard. But here comes the Lancers. They're going to charge into the the Dalian Marksmen. So it's almost as if these guys are just AFK. Like, it just seems weird. They seem very stagnant, not moving around. But here comes the pikemen. They're about to embrace the Arnor men-at-arms. Arnor needs to do something here. He can't just sit here in loose formation. That is not going to work out for him. But yeah, these troops are going to get up here and just destroy them. They're just going to die to these halberds, to these pikes. They just got to get through these stakes here, but they're making their way, and we've got a huge flanking force here coming from Dole Am Roth, about to charge into the Arnor men-at-arms and the Dunedain Wardens. Here they go, guys, right into the flank here. Excellent. So they're attacking on multiple flanks. The cav over here also harassing these defensive players. I love it. I mean, ask the dwarf who's leading Dole Am Roth. He's just tossing around these troops. Now, Rune is on their way behind Dole Am Roth, so they might want a piece of the pie here, but it's going to take them a little while. I'm surprised they're not going towards, trying to go towards Dale, because Dale is not fighting anyone. But remember, guys, free-for-alls are all about kills. In my eyes, it's not about last player standing, because it takes no skill to camp. So I definitely think Dole Am Roth is doing pretty well here. Thankfully, Arnor has gone back into tight formation, normal formation, instead of loose formation, which will hopefully help his troops fight a little bit better here in this frontline battle. But yeah, nice solid battle here so far from Dole Am Roth, and they're going to easily slice through the Arnor men-at-arms. We do have some dismounted Dunedain Knights coming down to reinforce the center of his lines, but this is trouble. This is really, really big trouble right here. And the Dunedain Wardens, they need to hold. Honestly, Arnor, if they want to win this battle, they've got to hold and wait for Rune to show up. Wait for Rune to arrive and help Arnor out a little bit and just surround Dole Am Roth. But a really nice battle so far in today's video. So back over here, Rune's just kind of setting up. He's just taking his time. It looks like he is shifting his direction towards the kingdom or Dale. I guess, are they a kingdom? The kingdom of Dale, I guess that works. But yeah, they're headed over that way. But again, they're being super defensive, and Ask the Dwarf is once again the only aggressive player here. Here comes more. Oh yeah, dismounted Dunedain Knights coming in to continue to reinforce the lines. But they've got to do something. They've got to flank around. You've noticed here that he's got his Dole Am Roth men-at-arms. The reason these guys are holding right here is that they're preventing Arnor's cav from being able to flank around and get behind his infantry. So that's a pretty clever idea there. But he's got to get this cav mobilizing. Arnor needs to get his knights mobilizing and trying to get behind Dole Am Roth's infantry. The problem here is that Dole Am Roth has plenty of cav of their own, which are going to do a good job of protecting the flanks. So I think Arnor's only hope here is trying to get reinforcements from Dale. Now Dale is pretty pissed off about that first initial charge, so they're now firing some warning shots. Okay, not really warning shots. This isn't a warning. This isn't a drill. They are firing down into Dole Am Roth's cav and kind of, you know, giving some support to Arnor, but it's not going to do much. A couple, you know, fire arrow volleys is not going to do a ton here. So let's see what Rune is doing over here. So Rune is... What? Rune, what are you doing? Like, what is this? So Rune's just sitting back, chilling, I guess. He's just like, oh, you know what? I don't care about kills. I don't care about winning. I'm just going to sit back here. I don't know why he's not engaging. This is a perfect opportunity. Unless they are using the 1 versus 1 rule. But I don't think they are. Because, you know, since the fact that Dole Am Roth early on also charged Dale. So I don't think they have the respect the 1v1 rule. So I'm actually really surprised that Rune is not going into this fight, and he's just kind of hanging back. But this fight right here, this main line, is pretty epic, guys. I'm really enjoying this, and they are really thinning out here. Battle Ready Dunedain, they are down to 16 men. The archers are now firing into this general direction, and now we've got more dismounted Dunedain Knights coming in. But, see, this is what I was talking about. Like, this player, all the players, honestly, except for Dole Am Roth, put themselves in this corner. And because they did that, they can't maneuver around these halberds. And if you can't maneuver around halberds, you're pretty much dead. Unless you have a crazy amount of artillery and archers just skirmishing them down, which he doesn't. So yeah, this is why you got to be really careful. And here comes some hammer and anvil. Okay, so here's a little something from Arnor, using his Arnor Knights to get around the Tirith Wardens. Now, the Swan Knights here, they're kind of keeping their eyes on Dale just to make sure they don't flank around. And Rune, yes, Rune is on the march. Oh, thank God. So maybe he was just kind of getting his army together and getting ready to march against Dale. So nice, we're going to get a nice little matchup here. But, oh, Rune's not done yet. Here, he's got some Innis Rims, some heavy cav coming around the flank, going after Dole Am Roth. So, pretty surprising move there. Let's see if he can get a charge in the back of this unit. Oh, yes. Oh, Wardens, turn around! Turn around! It's actually... Wow, okay, so it wasn't terrible. I mean, he definitely lost a lot of men there, but it could have been a lot worse. I think it's because he was in shield wall, but I think shield wall should not be effective from the back. You know, like, they shouldn't also be able to take on a rear charge. But yeah, Rune just going in there, just saying hello, just letting them know that, hey, he's on the battlefield too. He's ready to kill you guys. He's ready to fight. But Arnor is actually, hey, Arnor is making some progress here against Dole Am Roth. I mean, it's a little progress, but he could use this little gap here to try to get around the halberds. I don't know why he has his pikes so far back. Honestly, he should have sent in the pikes right away. But here comes a hammer and anvil from Rune in the backs of Dole Am Roth. And I think Rune just kind of wants to see the world burn down right now. I don't think he cares about any of these factions, but he wants to make it a fair fight. And he's really weakening Dole Am Roth right now. What is Dole Am Roth doing? Why is he not moving his cav to protect the rear of his army? That's something that's got me puzzled, because honestly, what is he focused on right now other than his own battle? So he should be moving his cav around and protecting the rear of his forces before it's too late. He should probably also mobilize these forces over here to attack this flank, which is being protected by pikes, but he could easily just, you know, go around. But you can see how defensive Arnor is being right now. So yeah, Dole Am Roth, even though he got rear charge there, I think he still should win this battle. But if they continue to cycle charge, it's going to be a big deal. And why is he not moving his knights? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is he not I don't get it. I mean, there's so many gaps here. He could just charge through. He could run down these guys. Look at some fresh infantry, eager to be run down. Come on, man. Get your knights in there. Charge them in. All he has is one unit of cav, which I believe is his general. So yeah, his general's up here, just trying to stay safe. And Arnor is falling back? Is he falling back as Talon Knights? I don't know, but the pikes are now ready to face. Oh, wait, hold that thought, guys. Here comes Rune. Nice, so Rune is now charging Dale. And see, like, defenders never win, especially in free-for-alls. I think, oh, the chariots, guys. Chariots coming in. Beautiful. They're having a hard time, though. There they go. So it's a skirmishing chariot. Just keep them running. Here comes a cycle charge by one of his heavy cav units. So the battle over here is now underway. And Rune is just slicing up Dale. Dale needs, like, I'm not sure why he has his infantry so far away from the front lines. He really needs to get them nearby so he can quickly reinforce this battle line against Rune here. But yeah, this is troubling. This is troubling times for Dale. I mean, Dale might be able to hang on here, but Rune is doing some nice aggressive attacks, and they've got a lot of reserves over here. Some skirmishers. They've got archers who are now just kind of firing and probably going after the soldiers in reserve, the back ranks of these troops. So nice little engagement here, indeed. All right, so let's go back over here where Dole Am Roth is still cleaning up the mess. I still don't get it, guys. I don't get why he's not using his cav. Maybe he wants to save the cav. I'm not too sure. He's also not moving around his infantry over here. I mean, all I can think of is just trying to keep him fresh for the battle. Arnor's turning this one around mostly because of the fact that he's not using his cav. And now finally he's using his cav. Okay, so he charged them in front of some pikes. Not exactly, I don't know, maybe he's just reinforcing this front line. There we go. The rest of the cav is now maneuvering. I don't know, I almost feel like the player was AFK or something because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like he would do that if he was there. But now cav is coming in from Arnor, the general, trying to protect his back lines. Honestly, I would just turn everyone around, all my cav units, and go after the general right here. The white knights are now focusing down. And here's the general of Dole Am Roth. Excellent. He's like, come on, man. He's got a swan on his chest plate there. Pretty sweet. But yeah, the cav coming down. He's got more of his lancers there disengaging from the front line. And I think he's got some merchant militia coming back to the fight, reinforcing this front line as well. So this is actually a pretty close fight. And oh, he sent around, nice, he sent around his infantry. So I guess he just felt like, you know what, now is the time. Now is the time where I'm going to send in the reserves. Here comes a nice charge, lances down. They're going to charge right in the back of this Arnor infantry. Let's go back over to this fight and see how this is progressing. It still looks pretty even. A lot of Dale's troops are pretty defensive, so they're going to be able to hold the line for a decent amount of time. It's really a matter of getting these skirmishers into the fight. Let's get these javelins in here, which he is. He's got his tribesmen. They're going to try to get a good angle here and just, you know, pepper down these forces. Of course, he's got his chariot, which is just firing, doing a good job there, just supporting his men. And oh, the general is down. There we go. The White Knights finally take out Arnor's general. So let's see. Let's actually head back over that way. By the way, we've got some heavy infantry in the back lines that might turn into something special there if he can break through and get some hammer and anvil. And we have a runic swift blade unit coming in to reinforce some of his lines. Maybe he's going to try to go through this gap right here. No, he's just going to join the fight here. Join the epic fight. The epic struggle. And now we've got Cav trying to sneak by, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be worth it. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to pull it off. Well, let's go back over to this fight, where this one is coming to a close, where, like I said, Dole Am Roth, they were going to be able to take this one. Now, they still have to deal with a lot of Arnor infantry here. They've got a ton of infantry, a ton of pikes, so they've got to watch out for that. And Dole Am Roth is still taking on some of these pikes over here, but he's got them surrounded, which is good. But yeah, Arnor, yeah, for sure Arnor's going to lose this one, but with the pikes and the spears, oh god. Oh, that makes me nervous. Just charging Cav like that right in front of some pikes. But what he needs to do is just surround with his infantry, and he'll chew up these pikes easily. Let's see, he's got more Cav running down. He's going to chase down some of these Dunedain troll slayers. Good thing there's no trolls for these guys. Oh, by the way, I just realized that all the factions here are men. Like, these are human factions. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. All right, so we'll head back over to this fight. And see, this one is a little bit juicier. And obviously, whoever wins this one will take on Dole Am Roth. But really, it's going to come down to a matter of how many troops you can keep alive. You know, how many troops that can stay alive during the fight for the next fight. But yeah, look at that. Look at these brave Dalian forces fighting the good fight. The battle lines here are pretty broken up. The halberds kind of just swinging their halberds here carelessly at the enemy. And unfortunately, the Gamp Rim are facing the wrong way. I love Rune, man. Rune just looks so awesome. Taking on Dale. Classic rivalry there. So yeah, it's actually thinning out over here for Rune. But I think Rune's got a good shot. And now look at this. Dole Am Roth, he's going to hit them while they're busy. Hit them while they're down. Dole Am Roth sending over some cav. But Rune is watching. Rune is watching, trying to protect his flank. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that much cav left. But here comes... Oh, and this is the general, by the way. This is risky business. So the general is in this fight. And these White Knights, I believe they've already... Oh, no, these are the Lancers. But, you know, they took out the general of Arnor. This is another great opportunity to take out the runic general who is surrounded here. He might want to disengage from this fight, which it looks like he is. He's going to fall back out of there. Just escape that Dole Am Roth cav. So the archers are really causing a lot of difficulties here for the forces. They've got this great view of, look at that, they've got a perfect view of this battlefield, just kind of watching over, supporting their men where they can, mostly going after probably the bigger targets that are harassing their, you know, like the bigger blobs of Rune. But this is insane, guys. I mean, this is a really close battle, and I still think Rune's gonna take it, but it's tough to say. It's tough to say, especially with those archers up on the hill. And you know, Dale is doing a pretty good job on this flank. Let's head back over here and let's just see how this is progressing. Again, this is more of a cleanup phase. They're just trying to clean up Arnor, but still, Arnor is still getting a decent amount of kills. He's still very much in the battle and just trying to weaken Dole Am Roth. But the balance of power still pretty much even, I think, between all the factions. Dole Am Roth definitely starting to get a little bit more power on the balance of power. But yeah, come on, take out these pikes. Here we go. Here we go. This is what Mama likes. Charge in these White Knights. Boom. Nice. So that's going to help easily. Oh yeah, look at them drop. Dropping so fast. And they are breaking now. And that's going to be the last of Arnor. Arnor is now off the battlefield. Rune is still, well, Rune is still Rune. Rune is still dealing with Dale. He's got his chariots in the fight, but unfortunately they are breaking, and they are, well, they're literally breaking and like mentally breaking. Like they're fleeing from the battle. And I think Dale is gonna take this one. Wow, pretty impressive stand right there. I mean, I think what happened there is that I think what Rune could have done better was maybe, and yes, I'm an aggressive player, but maybe he should have been a little less aggressive. Maybe just send up the archers to just sit back and fire at Dale a little bit before engaging his infantry, because Dale had a lot of great defensive units like the halberds and the, you know, the pikes and spears. So, you know, definitely sitting back and trying to skirmish them down a little bit is going to help. But the balance of power still pretty much even. But now Dale is charging down the archers, and this might be the last of Rune. So here comes Dale. So I think Dale is definitely strong enough to take on Dole Am Roth. I think they can do it, but it's gonna be a tough one. I think Dale is not as strong as Dole Am Roth. I mean, look at Dole Am Roth. Look at this force. Still pretty solid, relatively speaking. You know, compared to the other factions, they have a decent amount of infantry, a solid amount of cav. So they definitely can win this one. Now, here's the thing about Dole Am Roth. They don't have any archers. They have 0 archers. It's not like they lost the archers in the battle. They just didn't start with any. So that's going to be a huge. I think that's going to be a huge element in this battle, and I think that's something Dale should try to use against Dole Am Roth. Just try to sit back and skirmish. Just keep doing what you're doing, sitting back and skirmishing. But Dale is trying to quickly defeat Dole Am Roth, or I'm sorry, Rune here. If we can break him off the battlefield, and then now he can kind of focus against Dole Am Roth here, who's now marching up some cav. So Dole Am Roth, I think he's resting up his infantry, but now he's moving out his cav. He just wants to make it so that, you know, they don't have any resting time. They don't have any time to reorganize their lines. He's just going to charge right in and start to harass Dale, which is all very exciting. So the Barding Herd, Dalian Paladins. Really good matchup here, guys. Here we go, more cav coming in. So Dale's going to throw in his Earls. Earls have a pretty good chance of bringing down these White Knights, but right at the last moment, they turn from the enemy, and now they're going elsewhere because the Swan Knights are going after the infantry of Dale. So they're actually going after these Dalian marksmen. Here we go. They're going to try to close in on these Swan Knights, and they do get the Swan Knights stuck in melee for a little bit longer. This is actually pretty huge here. This is a pretty reckless charge from Dole Am Roth, and Dale is going to try to take advantage of that. More cav coming in. White Knights charging in. We have Dalian Paladins. They're closing in as well with those massive mace weapons. So they should be able to start to chip away at this cav, which is going to be huge because cav is so important late game. I get it. Dole Am Roth is trying to be aggressive here, but you don't want to be so aggressive that you lose your cav in a very critical moment of the battle. But, you know, sure enough, he's able to slip out of that situation. He's able to get his cav out of there, and he's going to continue to run down whatever troops he can see here. But yeah, he's falling back, and now Dole Am Roth is pushing up his infantry to get them over there and to support the battle. Oh, there goes another cycle charge. So he's just setting up cycle charges, guys. But here's the thing. Where are those archers? You remember the archers up here? Where are they? Oh, they're all the way over here. That's the thing. He spawned them. He deployed them up there, but it's going to take him a while to... I think he has to go down this way, I assume. So yeah, it's going to be a while for these archers to get in position. But Dale is just a sitting duck at this point. It seems like he's just having a hard time of protecting his front lines because that cav is just crushing his men. The balance of power is actually in favor of Dale. That's crazy. I have no idea why. Seems like Dole Am Roth is well in charge of this battle. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Nice little charge there, giving him a taste of his own medicine. The Earls getting a charge, taking down a good amount of these Dole Am Roth men-at-arms. And now they're going to fall back and probably go for another cycle charge. But hey, the White Knights and the Swan Knights are not done either. They're also going to charge in and get another cycle charge. So this is just a battle of cav charges right now. Here goes another charge. The Talon Knights going in, trying to countercharge, trying to weaken the cav charge from Dale. Does a pretty good job there. Now they're stuck in prolonged melee, and more pikes are going to the front line. So Dole Am Roth doing a pretty good job here of containing Dale. Oh, he's got to take on... Oh, these Dragon Slayers are tough. That might be the reason why. Also, I don't think Rune is done yet. Rune's just like, oh my god, just kill them all. Just shoot at anyone you see. I don't know if, I don't know if Dole Am Roth should even bother with Rune because he's so focused with Dale. But yeah, nice just like cav engagements here. I'm really loving the cav fights. But a nice flank there at the side of these Dole Am Roth men-at-arms. Dale falling back once again, just like, a nice hammer and anvil by the White Knights from Dole Am Roth. So Dale and Dole Am Roth, they're doing a lot of good just hammer and anvil strikes. And the balance of power is still in favor of, I assume, I mean, it might be in favor of Dole Am Roth, but it's also counting Rune. And Rune, I don't know. There we go. Now he's going to get him off the battle. He's just like, I'm done with you. Get out of here. Go away. Go away. Oh my god. Instant dead. They killed them all. Crazy. Now, if they kill his general, this is a big high threat target. If he can take out this general, there is a good chance that the rest of his army could break. Now, not really, because this is, you know, this is Third Age Total War, and units tend to fight to the death regardless if their general is alive or dead. More fighting over here. The Dale Dragon Slayers doing a good job of just softening up these men. And, I mean, the Dragon Slayers are going to fight for a long time. The Paladins, the Dalian Paladins are also going to fight for a very long time. And here comes another cav charge, but they're about to charge into a shield wall formation, which will do some damage, but I think he should have just avoided that and went for the backs of these troops here who are engaged against these Paladins. Now the balance of power is looking like it's even more in favor of Dale, surprisingly enough. Where is Dale's, okay, Dale's trying to figure this out. He's like, okay, Everybody quiet. Let's put a really thin column here, guys. Really thin. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get down this hill of it. Okay, everybody, turn around. I feel like I'm watching a like hold fast event here. Like, all right, about face. Quick, about face. Come on, man. Come on. Just if you get out of line, just go to the back of the line. Just go to the back of the line. Let's go. I see the enemy. Come on, let's go. This is awesome. Oh man, that's great. Good old hold fast. Good old mountain blade. So it looks like they destroyed the paladins, but this cav unit is still alive. Still alive and has 15 men, which is plenty of men to kill in what's left of this army. I think what he needs to do is get his general out of here and regroup with the archers. I think he's just falling back, and he's gonna regroup with his forces over here at this hill. And now the archers are halt, company halt. They're gonna stop right there. And let's see if he let's just fast forward, because I think he's gonna fall back here. Oh, no, he's still fighting. Okay, so let's do normal speed. So I honestly thought he was gonna fall back his cav and go towards his archers, but no, it looks like he's gonna continue to fight here and try to kill off this cav unit. Now remember, the general, the Dole Am Roth general, is in this unit, but I don't see the Dale general, the Dalian general. Now we got a flanking charge of the infantry, and the cav is going to fall back once again. I mean, these cav units are so tanky. They are extremely tanky, and they can just take on so many charges. They can do, they can charge so many times themselves. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Now he's going to take care of some Swan Knights over here. Oh, they killed the general. The general of Dole Am Roth is dead. Amazing that he was able to pull that off. Absolutely amazing. And now this battle is definitely going to be extremely close. Does Dole Am Roth have enough? Is he going to leave his cav stuck in this fight? I think he is. The cav definitely got their money's worth, though. He should just fall back and get to the safety of his archers, which I believe his archers still have ammo left. So that's going to be a big deal. He also has the Dragon Slayers. Let's not forget about the Dragon Slayers. I know it's just a unit of 14, but look at those blades. Look at that. I hear people fighting. Really? Arnor. Beautiful. Arnor sent over some Dunedain Rangers to harass the Avari Elder Archers. So Arnor's still in the fight as well. That's great. And now the Swan Knights are coming over to harass those archers. Since Arnor is it almost seems like Arnor is helping Dole Am Roth, because they're keeping the archers occupied. Now the cav is charging in, and the balance of power is still in favor of, I mean, again, it's hard to tell because it doesn't show the balance of power of all the factions. It's like your power against the enemy. But we keep seeing runic forces, we keep seeing Arnor forces, so it's very much a possibility that Dole Am Roth is the strongest faction right now. Just based on numbers, they certainly are. Alright, some more cav coming over. This is the Earls. They're very tired, though. And now these White Knights are going to charge up this hill and probably try to get another cycle charge. Alright, so, guys, this is it. Down to the wire. We've got some Halberdiers. We've got some Pikes. Over here, we've got some Talon Knights. This is going to come down to the wire. I mean, now the cav are fighting in the back lines. I'm trying to find the general, though. Is he part of this archer unit? Maybe he's with the Dragon Slayers. Oh yeah, he is with the Dragon Slayers. Okay, so yeah, the Dragon Slayers, they have the general. And now the archers, you know what? Archers are out of ammo. I think the archers are out of ammo, and they're gonna charge a pike unit head on. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's gonna sting. Oh, they actually, wow, they did a good job. I'm impressed. Good job, archers. But I really think he should send his general. Just let this cav do their thing. Just let them, you know, harass this White Knight unit. The Dragon Slayers need to go back. Go back and fight this infantry fight. This beautiful infantry fight over here. The critical infantry fight. Because he needs more men over here. Needs a lot more men. Don't leave these archers alone, man. Send those Dragon Slayers back. Send them back. So the Avari Elder Archers doing a pretty good job in close combat against a very skilled opponent. And now even more infantry is coming down. But I guess the thought process of Dale is that, hey, if we can get rid of his cav and still have some of my cav alive, then we can win this one. There's a chance. But it's still, I don't know if it's because the Dragon Slayers that are making this so uneven, But yeah, we've got the flank here of the Dole Am Roth men-at-arms. They're going to flank around the Avari archers. No, actually, they're going to turn and fight the dragon, or the dragon slayers. Here comes the charge of the dragon slayers. Excellent, excellent. Oh, no, no, they are going to flank around, but the dragon slayers get there in time. They're attacking the backs of the Dole Am Roth men-at-arms. The Avari archers are down to 5 men, so these archers are pretty much out of the battle, and it's all down to the dragon slayers. That's what's left of this fight. Now up here, the White Knights are having a pretty nasty clash here, but I believe the White Knights are going to win this one. The Earls are down to 3 cav units. Dole Am Roth, they are down to 8. So it's, as this battle progresses, it's looking, look at this, it's looking better and better for Dole Am Roth, even though they lost their general. Unless these dragon slayers can break this Dole Am Roth infantry, I don't really see any kind of hope. I mean, I don't know, the balance of power, like, unless we're missing someone. Let's see, let's look around. Oh my god, yes, we are. Rune still has a sizable force. What in the world? Oh my god, beautiful. So, oh yeah, okay, alright, so Dale's pretty much out. Okay, this makes sense now. So Dole Am Roth, they have definitely been the strongest army. It's just, you know, against the other opponents, they weren't more powerful, but individually, they were the most powerful, if you get what I'm saying. But amazingly enough, these Earls are still alive, the 3 Earls, and now they're closing in on the General of Dale as these Dragon Slayers make their final stand. But Dole Am Roth, he needs to quickly kill this unit so he can turn around and take on Rune. Now Rune, I mean, I don't know how they're judging who's the winner. Now, of course, we're going to judge it by kills and who fought the hardest and whatnot. But Rune still has their general. They still have some Swift Blades, archers. Oh, there goes the general. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to be the last of Dale. There's no way. And then he's also got some Kumul's shadow bows. So pretty cool stuff. And they're already firing down on this unit. So Rune has just thrown a wrench into this battle and has made things very interesting. Honestly, I thought it was going to come down to Dole Am Roth and Dale. Well, now it's coming down to Dole Am Roth and Rune. But I don't know, guys. I don't think Dole Am Roth has enough to beat this force. I know it's just like 3 units in 1 general, but it's still going to be, I mean, those archers, they still have ammo. They're firing down. They've got to quickly get into loose formation and start their march away towards Rune to really engage them. But oh yeah, here comes those arrows. Already getting some hits there. So already weakening the very weak Dole Am Roth army. Look at the 2 pikes. They're like, dude, we are so lucky to be alive. Look at them. They're just like walking through air. It's like, you know what, man? I think God's with us or something, man. Because like, oh, no, I got hit. Oh, I got hit too. Never mind, scratch that. It's just like they're nonchalant marching through these storm of arrows. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, so we do have some cav moving forward, but Rune's going to quickly send up his runic swift blades to take the brunt of the force. I mean, as long as you have cav, you've got a chance of winning. I mean, cav is so deadly in Medieval 2 Total War. Even if it's just a unit of like 7, you can still win. You can still do it, but he's got to keep this cav moving. He can't leave him in prolonged melee. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Leaving it. Oh, wait, there we go, there we go. Keep him moving, keep him moving. Maybe he can get another charge off on these Camille's shadow bows. Maybe not. The general's still chasing them away. So, yeah, they're going to fall back here. And all Rune really has to do is just kite the enemy. I mean, unless he runs out of ammo. But all he has to do is just fire, run away. Fire, run away. And he will win this. I mean, I know it's heavy infantry and they're well armored, but... Oh, wait. Here's a chance to kill the general. Oh, this is going to be tough, though. There's not a lot of units. Oh, no. He's going to disengage. He's going to disengage. He's going to fall back. And he is getting chased down, though. Oh, they're going to charge some archers over here. Not the greatest of charges. Well, actually, there they go. They got a couple good kills. But now they're going to be stuck in melee. And here comes the general. I think they should just turn and try to face the general. The cav is going to be able to slip out of there. Will they make it out? Yes, he still has 3 men still alive. The general is right behind them. I would just turn around and try to kill that general. Hope for the best. Dole Am Roth, they're now hiding behind this slope here and just using it as a protective shield against these archers. And here we go. Here comes the little turnaround of the forces. They're going to come back and potentially get a good charge off. Let's see what he goes for. I love these types of battles in Medieval 2 when it comes down to like one cav unit. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Get them, boys. Oh, no, they're down to 2. They're down to 1. And it looks like the cav units for Dole Am Roth is now gone. They're dead. Well, they still have this one, this lone hero, which, who knows? I mean, I've seen one character, one individual soldier, no, he's dead. Okay, so that's the cav for Dole Am Roth, and now the infantry is on the march, and this is all they really have. Now, oh, they still have arrows. They still have plenty of arrows. So it's pretty much GG. It's GG for Rune. All he has to do is kite the enemy, and Rune's gonna win this one. Well, he's gonna be the last one standing. Doesn't mean he's necessarily gonna win the free-for-all, because it is about most kills and, you know, who fought the hardest. Rune definitely fought pretty hard. You know, being the aggressor against Dale. Oh no, he's not gonna kite the enemy. He's gonna charge in and fight with the Swift Blades, and the general now also in the fight as well. If they could take him out, man. Oh, they're breaking the Dole Am Roth infantry, and this is what it's down to, guys. This handful of units. You know, honestly, this is in Rune's hands. Like, if Rune loses this, it's his fault. Rune beat Rune, because unless he doesn't have enough archer or ammo, he can kite the enemy down. Yeah, look at both of his archer units still firing some arrows. So yeah, he could easily kite the enemy down. Now here comes a hammer and anvil. Uh-oh, there's our little pike soldier. I think he lost his brother there. Uh-oh. Yeah, he lost his friend. He's down to just 1. The general is stuck in prolonged melee. This is a great opportunity for Dole Am Roth to kill his general. And sure enough, he kills the runic general. Oh, come on, Rune. Come on, Rune. You've got this, man. You can be the last army standing. You just got to fall back. Fall back your archers. You have 2 units of archers. So if you have multiple units of archers, all you have to do is let one run and then let the other one sit back and fire. What are they firing at? What are they going for? Why are they firing at a breaking unit? They need to focus fire down over here on the units that are still fighting, on the units that are still alive. And now nope, he left his archers. Now, maybe his archers are out of ammo. Maybe that's it. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Why he's not kiting down the Dole Am Roth faction. But what a battle here, guys. And the Camille Shadow Bows, where are they going? They are shaken. They could break here. They're fresh, though. Now more archers are coming up this way. He's getting really close to this fight. He doesn't need to get that close. Now he's running away. He's like, whoa, I don't need to get that close. And now he's headed back. He's like, yo, maybe I do need to get that close. Let's get a little bit closer. But yeah, oh no, just kidding. I don't want to get that close. What are they doing? Fire. Oh wait, Dale. What is this? Dale comes out of nowhere with 3 units of cav. What in the world, man? Well, they're dead. I guess he's like, I will destroy Dole Am Roth and I'll wait for Rune to hold them in place. No, they're dead though. And these archers are constantly falling back. Are they on skirmish mode? Is he leaving them on skirmish mode? I don't get it. I don't know why they're running. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. And he's just letting these shadow bows die to Dole Am Roth's infantry. Oh, man. Oh, no. Rune, get your men off of skirmish mode and just fire at them point blank. You can kill so many. These shadow bows, they're great archers, but they can't go toe-to-toe against this skilled elite heavy infantry. All right. And it's too late. It's too late. Rune just threw this battle away. They could have easily have won this one if they just kited the enemy, but, you know, to each your own. To each your own. I mean, it's a pretty much a Cinderella story here for Dole Am Roth, as they will most likely be the last faction standing, because I believe this is it for the armies, unless there's another hidden unit of three men of horses, you know, like what, just random units popping out of nowhere from Dale. But we'll go ahead and just fast forward, because I believe this is the last stand for Rune, and we are at the very end of this glorious battle. So yeah, sure enough, this is going to be it, guys, and that's going to wrap it up for another excellent battle. So let's see. Let's look at the results here. Let's see who got the most kills, who was the last one standing, which of course is Dole Am Roth. There we go, mid defeat. So Dole Am Roth getting the most kills, and he is the last one standing, which happens quite a lot. Dale coming in second. You know, but I got to give a lot of props here to Rune for being aggressive. Arnor getting in last place. Again, being defensive in free-for-alls doesn't always help, but it did help Dale there, getting the second most kills. So this is obviously a grand victory for Ask the Dwarf, who got a ton of kills and did a good job of just keeping his army alive and just destroying a little bit of everyone. So if we look at the results here, who did the best? 288, I think, is the most. We got 2 units, his White Knights and his Talon Knights getting the most kills there, unless there's another one. Nope, 288, sweet. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this free-for-all. That was very exciting, very down to the wire. I really enjoyed that one. It had a slow start, but it picked up quick. But thank you guys so much for watching the battle. If you enjoyed the battle, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic battles. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.